Thanks for the warmth, Paul. I've enjoyed every bit of it.
Warmth.
So humid. Oh my goodness.
The humidity's not as bad this morning as it was yesterday morning. Yesterday, you saw me in the aftermath of my run.
Yeah, so you went running, it was probably what, 10 something in the morning?
9:45, I got out the door, and it was still cloudy. It was humid. I knew it was humid. I went out the door, but I thought, okay, it's still below 80 degrees. I can stand the humidity.
I mean, he looked like he'd been swimming, right?
Yes,
When you returned.
it looked like I jumped in a pool. It was
drenched.
completely drenched. It was gross. It
So
felt
don't
gross
do that.
outside.
Don't do that.
Sorry,
It
I
looked
missed it.
gross.
Sorry, I missed it.
It was wonderful. Anyway, so yeah, that's not going to happen again. Anytime the dew point's above 70, this guy ain't running outside. That is the lesson I have learned, which only took 4 decades. Anyway, hot weather today, especially through the middle of the country. We're in the part of the map here that's going to have heat indices over 100 degrees, but the worst of it out to our west. Tulsa, Fort Smith, Arkansas, Fayetteville, Springfield, Missouri, up towards Kansas City and Omaha. 110 degree plus dew points on the way, and that is just awfully nasty. Not quite hot enough for a heat advisory. That happens when the heat index reaches 105 degrees. That's going to happen in West Tennessee, so Memphis is under a heat advisory, but it's going to be hot enough around here. Let's take a look at the aftermath of yesterday's storms and actually start with some video as the storms rolled through. This is from outside my front door. Hopefully the video will roll here. Come on, computer. Well, it's a 15-second video that I posted to Instagram yesterday. You can just go over to my Instagram page and watch it. The trees rustling in the wind. It was strong enough in my house, estimated 40 to 50 mile-an-hour wind gust to take part of the siding off my neighbor's house. April Shockley posted this picture to my Twitter profile, my Facebook profile rather, as the storms were rolling through. Some ominous-looking clouds, but a pretty rainbow from Wayne County as the storms were winding down. And this picture from Barbara Feltz as the sun was setting yesterday evening, sun peeking underneath those clouds on the horizon. Thanks to everybody for sharing your pictures on social media. Yesterday had a lot of pictures as storms rolled through. A lot of tree damage across the mid-state as well. Over 80 wind damage reports with the storms. But there's no rain out there this morning, so we're tracking just the fog in eastern Middle Tennessee. We'll keep an eye on that, but it should dissipate within the next hour, hour and a half or so. We'll zoom out for the wider perspective here and show you what's happening on the radar view. And we had a couple of little showers in Lincoln and Franklin counties that are now out of here and kind of shutting down. So calm conditions across the mid-state, but it's still just kind of an unsettled weather pattern that's in place around us, and we are going to see at least a chance for some scattered storms again this evening. In the meantime, looking off to the south from the Webb School and Bell Buckle, you can see the tops of those showers that are moving down into Alabama and just kind of falling apart. Otherwise, it's hazy sunshine from across the area, including over Metro Nashville. The humidity is a little bit lower than it was at this point yesterday, but it's still noticeable, and it's going to kind of rebound a bit along with our temperatures. Right now, we're in the mid to upper 60s in most locations, low 60s along the plateau, low 70s just off to our west and northwest, and we're going to heat up rapidly throughout the day. Temperatures are going to climb up to the low 90s by noon, the mid to upper 90s for air temperatures this afternoon. That pushes the heat index up to just below heat advisory criteria between 100 and 104 degrees this afternoon. It is going to feel pretty nasty. This evening, if you're heading out to the Sounds game, temperatures still around 90 for the first pitch, but some storms are going to be possible at that point. Let's check those out on Futurecast and show you what we expect throughout the day. Mostly just a mix of clouds and hazy sunshine, and temperatures warming up very rapidly, but a few showers and thunder showers starting to appear by late afternoon just off to our northwest. The best chance of storms across the mid-state will be this evening, which on Futurecast, it looks like one of them is going to happen right over Nashville. This is the kind of pattern where the overall pattern that shows up on the radar simulation is more important than the specific timing and placement. It's going to be scattered activity. Less than a 50-50 chance in any one particular location. So go ahead with any outdoor plans. Just be aware you might have to adjust if one of those storms pays you a visit. And if they pay you a visit, they could be strong, but it's not the severe weather threat that we had yesterday. The greatest threat of severe weather is going to be off to our east and northeast today. We're under a marginal risk. That's level 1 out of 5. So that's a lower category than what we had yesterday. Damaging winds still the main threat out of the very strongest storms, and any storm that develops will have some heavy rain, frequent cloud-to-ground lightning once again. But overall, it's less than a 50-50 chance of that actually happening in your neighborhood. Tomorrow, slightly cooler temperatures. That's how hot it's going to be today. 89 is cooler, but more importantly, the humidity will be dropping throughout the day tomorrow. Around 90 both Saturday and Sunday, but tolerably hot because the humidity will remain in check probably through Monday before it starts to creep up again by Tuesday.
That's our word for the summer. Tolerable.
Tolerable.
That's our occasional word for the summer. There are other times it is intolerable.
That's it.
True, very true.